Do you ever wonder how the top tennis players in the world from the ATP Tour and the WTA Tour became the world's best players? In this clip, I'm going to speak to you about how and why these players were trained under such incredible discipline. I'm Todd Whittam, owner and founder of Todd Whittam Tennis, also known as TW Tennis. If you do your research on the best tennis players, whether they were foreign or American, coming out of the United States to become the world's best tennis players, you have to look at their coaching. So they maybe had amazing coaching from a parent, they maybe had amazing coaching from a coach, or both. So if you take, for example, Nick Bollettieri, if you maybe take some of the Argentine coaches that trained me from when I was 6 to 26 years old, you take Robert Lansdorp from California, who I had the pleasure of spending a couple days with, another gentleman like Jay Berger, another gentleman like Andy Brandy, and I can go on and on and on for this for a while, is that these coaches are really special because they train you under a certain standard each and every day and a certain level of discipline. And so I've done a ton of research on this subject, from the way that maybe Andre Agassi was trained to maybe Mardy Fish, Andy Roddick, tons of players, Jim Courier, on the girls' side, maybe Monica Seles, Steffi Graf. You can go on and on and on. And what these players have in common is that they were trained under discipline and a great productivity of training each and every day. I can tell you that when the tennis careers are over, one of the things that great players speak about is not about the strokes maybe that they learned or the grips. I believe they speak about the discipline and the life skills that they learned going through the levels of tennis. Now, whether you're going to become a great amateur player or maybe a professional player, these coaches are a rare breed. And to me, they're becoming even more of a rare breed nowadays because tennis has become so prevalent in a money-making business. And so we don't want our students to maybe go home and be a little disappointed that, the coach wasn't happy with them, or maybe they were a little unfocused that day, maybe they didn't bring a certain level of discipline or a certain standard of training that day. But you know what? I love these coaches because they tell you the truth, and the truth is how you improve. When you lose, that's how you improve. Having someone in your corner telling you the truth and someone that really cares for you is something that I would want my child to be with every single day. I'll tell you what concerns me. What would concern me is a coach that isn't telling you the truth, that's maybe sugarcoating things for the interest in their wallet and how much money they can bring home. What I can tell you is that the best coaches I've ever been around, and I've been blessed to be around some of the best coaches in the world that have produced the most phenomenal players you could ever think of, is that they demand this out of their students every single day. And so I try to obviously do that because that's the way I was brought up, and that's the way that I've seen coaches have tremendous success with their students, whether they're going to become great college players or great professional players. So here's the common theme. Whether you're going to become a great player in college or a great player on the ATP or WTA Tour, seek out the coaches that are disciplinarians, that expect a certain standard of tennis every single day, and I believe that that can take you to much higher levels of tennis than a coach that is just laying back and hanging out and just telling you that everything's going to work out and it's all going to be okay. If you have any questions, you can contact me at todd@twtennis.com. Best of luck.